Third spaces are really great places that people, in the before times, I said that in the context of social media in particular, where people could kind of gather. And we've seen increasingly as time's gone on, especially since the early aughts, that these spaces are disappearing in terms of physical community.
Hi, I'm Laura Riley, and this is Research Matters, a show about Cornell researchers who are tackling some of the world's toughest problems and finding solutions that make a real difference in our everyday lives. Each episode will sit down with a researcher who's not just studying the world, but changing it, turning data into discoveries and ideas into impact. Today, we're joined by Dr. Adam Hoffman, assistant professor in the Department of Psychology at Cornell University. Today, we're talking about identity. Who we are, how we see ourselves, how young people, especially teens, build their sense of self, and how that affects mental health, well-being, self-esteem, and success. Hi, Adam. So glad to have you today.
Hi, thank you so much for having me.
So let's talk first about kind of what social identity is.
Yes, that's a great question.
All right.
When we talk about social identities in psychology, we're really referring to the different parts of ourselves to the social groups that we belong to.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that can be things like race, ethnicity, gender, sexual orientation.
Mm-hmm.
Those are some of the main ones that we can think about in terms of social identities. And it's not just a label or a category that we have around our social identities, but it's actually the feelings and the meanings that come from these social categories. That really make up what our social identities are. Mm-hmm. And it's true that, two people can have the same label. If, let's say, for example, two adolescents both identify as gay, but the meaning that comes behind that label can be vastly different depending on the ways that these youth have internalized different forms of things like oppression or celebrations of their identity, right? And so they can have very different meanings for different people around what social identities are for them.
So has that changed over time? Is social identity different than it was pre-social media?
Absolutely. I would say it's definitely changed. I think that the salience of identities and the way that we think about our identities has changed in the past 50 years. Before, people were much more homogenous in the United States in particular. And now we have greater diversity of all of these different kinds of identities and acceptance towards a lot of them as well. Mm-hmm. So it's definitely becoming more important and salient in the zeitgeist of our culture today around, important aspects of the self that we need to be thinking more about.
Talking about teens or adolescents, I think of the unfortunate necessity to kind of build a brand for yourself from a very crazy early age. What kinds of challenges does that prompt?
Yeah, well, it's completely normal in many ways because this is the first time teenagers are actually able to begin to develop a sense of self. They have the social cognition, the abilities to kind of think about themselves in more complex and nuanced ways that they haven't had until they're teenagers. And so this is kind of a time of exploration. They're trying on new hats of different identities that they can start to explore and think more about that they just couldn't do before. And so it is a way that they're doing it. There is now this new added, medium of social media kind of having to kind of build a certain brand. And it can actually be a bit limiting because, oftentimes people have to curate this image of who they are in social media and this identity of who they are. But we really should be thinking of adolescence as a time when they can really kind of explore and try on these different hats of identities that they have. And so it's hard then, right, when you're challenged, when you're like, I've curated this image of who I am in my social media, but now that I've tried that on, it's not necessarily who I necessarily identify with anymore. So it is a challenge that I think today's adolescents are grappling with, right? This kind of I've curated this in, but actually I want to be something new and interesting.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, I feel like in my day I could try on different hats and discard, and there wasn't this incredible kind of documentation of the previous hat, right?
Sure. Yeah.
Well, so in terms of these internalized identities, what are the challenges or what are the ramifications for kind of mental health or success or kind of adaptability?
Yes. Yeah. We know that these, from our research, my own research and the research of others, that these social identities have implications for a host of different outcomes for youth. First and foremost is mental health and well-being. We know that teens who have been feel proud, who have been supported, who've been affirmed in their identities, this is oftentimes their social identities can be protective for them, while those who experience stigma, prejudice, or other forms of discrimination around their social identities typically will see, increased levels of depression, anxiety, or stress. And then also just in terms of self-esteem and motivation, we know that it has implications for those as well. We know that young people who have their identities that are valued and respected by people, they're more confident and they're more motivated to be able to, do what they need to do to be successful and be happy and productive. So it has implications for mental health, well-being, self-esteem, and motivation for these kiddos.
So I know you've done some work on writing exercises
Mhm.
with youth, and what does that look like, and what have you found the outcomes are?
Yeah, for the intervention work that we've been doing on identities, it was such a cool opportunity for us. We know so much more about social identities now than we have, and we know that they're important. And so I was really interested in trying to find a way that we could leverage social identities to enhance well-being, and in this case, in particular, in self-esteem. We know that transitions, in particular, are exciting but also challenging for people, and
So transitions like moving to a new state,
Yeah,
or transitions like puberty?
well, normative transitions that we see that are happening in adolescence, and one in particular is, of course, the transition from middle school to high school, right? This transition is one that most people go through, a lot of teens go through, and we knew that this was a time when we actually typically see dips in self-esteem. And so I thought, what ways could we leverage social identities to be able to help mitigate that dip in self-esteem that we typically see at this transition? And so what we just decided to have these kids engage in just about a 5-minute writing exercise. And all they had to do was take 5 minutes to think about themselves, their identity, an identity that was particularly important to them. It could be any identity that they wanted. And just take those 5 minutes to really sit down and think about what's important to them, and why this is important to them and how they feel good about this identity. And we had them do this right at the beginning of 9th grade, and then a couple of times throughout the academic year. And what we found is that those kids who engaged in that writing exercise, we saw a stability in their self-esteem over that time. The kids who didn't engage in that writing exercise, we saw the normative declines in self-esteem as they went through that transition through high school, and that's what we expected to see.
Wow,
So
that is really interesting. So is the takeaway more writing or more actual? I mean, is there anything when you are kind of reaffirming or reifying someone's identity? Is there an othering that happens as a byproduct of that? Are you more likely to have people bully other people or make other people feel like outsiders to their identity group?
No, I don't think so. I think it's more about celebrating yourself and the self that you have, and not necessarily bringing other people down. It's just celebrating the group that you have and that you belong to. I think it's not necessarily as much othering. It's just, celebrating yourself in that way.
Great.
Yeah.
Well, and I know you've done a lot of work with Native American adolescents. Can you talk a little bit about how you got there and what you've found?
Yeah. I started doing all of my research with ethnic racial minorities when I started graduate school, but really found community with the American Indian Center at University of North Carolina, which is where I earned my PhD. And from there, I was able to start working with the Eastern Band of Cherokee Indians. And it was such an amazing opportunity to get to work with them and to do research with a marginalized community that oftentimes is invisible, and bring their voices to, and include their voices in the research process. I do this along the way with my research, as I include my community partners and my community that I'm working with all along the way. So that way we're doing this research really in tandem together, to create research that's hopefully meaningful and helpful and beneficial for them.
It seems like you've done quite a bit of work on stereotyping, and kind of not just what adults think of, a Native American tribe, but what they themselves perceive as stereotyping. So what did you find?
Yeah, so that was, in the literature, there was just not a lot out there on how Native Americans themselves understand stereotypes. And that's actually, I think, in many ways, the most important, right? Because they're the ones who are, being stereotyped, right?
Sure.
Oftentimes. And so I really thought this was a really cool opportunity, and something that my community partners also believed was a really cool opportunity to learn about, what are some of these kids' perceptions of other people's perceptions of their group, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we asked them just to list, I gave them a blank sheet, and they just said, write down all the stereotypes that you know about your group. We did this with middle schoolers who were in the 6th, 7th, or 8th grade. And what we found is that those kids who were older, so those who were in 7th and 8th grade in particular, could report significantly more stereotypes compared to those in the 6th grade. So we know that this is a time when kids are learning about these stereotypes and getting
so they're inundated with more kind of media
or community. So we also found a kind of a community effect, actually. We had kids from the tribal school who went to school and were at the school that was run by the tribal government.
Mm-hmm.
We also had kids from the local public schools that were nearby. And what we found is that those Native kids who were on the reservation and going to the reservation schools were reporting significantly fewer stereotypes compared to those kids.
But that's just a total immersion, right? They have no...
Exactly. They're kind of in this protective bubble then,
Sure.
right, of understanding these stereotypes, whereas those kids who are in those public schools, they're a minority there. And so because of that, they're probably being exposed to more stereotypes, is what we think, compared to those kids who are on the tribal reservation schools.
So how does a show like, Reservation Dogs was a big show, right? And lovely in so many ways. And it is about stereotypes, right? How does a show like that impact adolescents? Because obviously, on the one hand, you want to have media that represents previously underserved populations. You want the whole kind of, if you see it, you can be it, in terms of, so you want shows about things like that. But if it is reinforcing stereotypes, is that dangerous in any way?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that it's necessarily fully reinforcing stereotypes. It is the lived experiences of many Native Americans, and it's just was a really amazing TV show that was produced and written and directed all by Native Americans. All of the cast is predominantly Native American. And so they are able to show a lot of the lived experiences of Native Americans. And I think it's a really great representation of showing Native life and real Native life, and understanding that and I think it's really great for Native youth to have exposure to this, so that way they can know that people are seeing their stories and understanding the way that they live and the way that their lives are, especially those that live on reservations, which it predominantly shows youth on reservations, and what their lived experience is like. And so I think it's actually a really great TV show and representation of that. I actually have it as an assignment in my Native American psychology course. Watch the first season.
I'm sure
of
they are not
Reservation
mad
Dogs.
about that assignment.
Yeah, exactly.
Check.
But
That's
then,
one I did.
But then they write about the themes that we talk about in the class that are portrayed through this TV show, of some of the psychological experiences that Native Americans and Native American youth in particular experience, that are well demonstrated through this TV show. So,
well, it also seems like there's been a real surge in Native American literature, especially like Two-Spirit or gay Native American YA literature. That seems so niche, but it's been a really exploding genre. How does that impact people's kind of sense of self and identity?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that for the minority of the minorities, they're oftentimes seen as so invisible, and it's so
I love that
amazing.
phrasing, the minority of the minorities.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. And so to be able to have some kind of representation, again, just feeling like you're being seen or heard, and these kids are oftentimes feeling this for the very first time, is so affirming and so important that they're having these experiences, that they get to see this representation. It's a really beautiful thing for these kids that they can have this.
To see themselves.
Yeah, see themselves in these stories. So,
and
also for kids who don't have these identities necessarily, to learn more about these experiences of other people, and how other people can live and learn in the world today.
Yeah, expand your empathy, your capacity to see difference.
Exactly.
So I also wonder, in terms of adolescents' kind of experience of identity, are there risks with us telling adolescents who they are? I mean, I know we've come through a period where we have, Richard Reeves saying, boys are in trouble, or, John Haidt saying it's the anxious generation. And we have a lot of kind of experts weighing in on what adolescents are like right now. Is that bad?
Ooh, that's a good question. Yeah, I think so. I think anytime you're
That's what I
telling,
thought.
if you're telling anyone who they are, I think that's a problem, right? I think you should let people, and especially for teenagers, as I've mentioned, adolescence is a time of just exploration and figuring out who you are. And it's the first time that you're really encountering that. Identity development is a lifelong process, but our teenagers are encountering this for the first time. So I think it's just important for us to be able to let them explore and grow and flourish in whatever way that they want. I think guardrails are important. Again, as I mentioned, this is the first time that they're experiencing this. So being able to provide, parental supports or supports in schools where our teenagers are, to be able to help provide them some guidance along the way, especially with things like social media, to be able to, engage in identity exploration and figuring out who they are, but also, protecting them in ways that we know could be potentially harmful for them as well.
So I want to talk about, expand on that a little bit and talk about kind of practical things, because obviously listeners here are going to say like, well, what do I do with my kids? Or how do I let them figure out who they are while keeping them safe? Like what kinds of guardrails do you recommend for adolescents themselves or their parents or caregivers?
Yeah, absolutely. I think the thing that I say to parents all the time is focusing on having just explicit conversations with our kiddos about their digital lives, right? Taking that time, intentionally to say, hey, what are you seeing on, like, what's the latest thing that you've seen in your newsfeed or the feed that you're scrolling through these days? Like, what's something cool that you found? Show it to me.
Do you ask to see? I mean, as
Of
a
course,
parent,
yeah,
I mean,
of course,
I
if
want to
you'd-
respect privacy, but at the same time,
As long as you're asking, and
Yeah.
if they're willing to show you, then I think that that's completely fine.
Okay.
For them to show you something cool that they've found on social media that they think is interesting, that can give you an idea of the kinds of things that they're seeing, without being too intrusive, right? And being, like just actually taking their phone and looking through the whole scroll yourself of the feed yourself, by just kind of getting a little taste of an idea of the things that they're seeing, or even just talking to them about it. Also, just talking to them about their habits that they have in terms of the ways that they're exploring their identities, especially online, is important as
habits
well.
meaning how many hours you're spending,
Exactly.
scrolling,
But also even who they're following, right? We can think about, who are their role models? Who are the things that they're kind of looking to in these digital spaces to kind of, understand themselves and who they are? Are these people kind of helpful and beneficial? Are they affirming their identities and who they are? Or are they kind of just kind of these upward social comparisons that end up being, unattainable and problematic, and kind of then impacting their self-esteem negatively in that way?
Do you think that there are platforms that are do you have a ranking of social media platforms in terms of like toxicity?
That's hard to say.
Yeah.
I think that
I think there's some
depends.
subreddits that are deeply
Yeah,
dark and
yeah.
murky down there.
Yeah.
But
There are definitely different parts of the internet that are more problematic than the others. I think that, some of the more innocuous ones might be, especially things like, well, I don't know. They can be problematic in different ways.
oh yeah, I can think of Instagram as just being very difficult for
Social
adolescent girls
comparisons,
and all the filters
the
and
likes, the followers, always that, and the filters, unrealistic kind of photos. But then, there's Twitter or X where you're, people are just saying all
say
kinds of
anything
things.
and then the trolls come for you.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Sure.
they each have their own, benefits, but also their own drawbacks. And so I think, again, teaching our children how to engage with, and think about these things critically is going to be critical in promoting positive mental health around social media, and identity exploration, right? Just by like, who are we following? Using trusted resources, thinking about those things more critically, and talking to our kids about how do we do that, is a really great way to kind of help safeguard some of their mental health in that way.
Great. So for you, kind of, what are your next questions, and what are the things that kind of concern you about the direction we're moving in terms of identity and social media?
Yeah, the social media platforms are doing this already, but they're actually starting to create accounts that are specifically guided towards, restrictions for our teenagers. I know that Meta is doing this specifically with Instagram, and making sure that they're kind of able to have some of the safeguards in place. And I think around like how long they're using these things, and just certain content creators and whether or not they can access some of them or not. And I think that that's really great. I think that's good. That's going to help us to be able to, protect our teens as much as possible. To be able to, have those safeguards. But I really think that I view social media as a tool, okay? And I think that it's an important tool that can help people explore their identities. It can help us to be able to connect with communities that we necessarily haven't been able to connect with before. And I think that that's super helpful and beneficial for some kids and communities, or to explore communities that they didn't even know exist or couldn't exist in, real life, situations and spaces. So I think I'm just excited for identity development to be able to occur through social media, but we just have to, again, kind of continuously be monitoring and be careful around these things to make sure that everyone's kind of engaging in it in the safest way as possible. Yeah.
So outside of social media, just let's go back to the real world.
Yeah.
Like, so in terms of communities, schools, sports teams, et cetera, are there ways that identity can be nurtured?
Mm-hmm.
Are there ways that we're being flat-footed in how we kind of reach out to teens and adolescents?
Yeah, I think, again, from my own research, I'm thinking about ways that we can, expand affirmations of identities, not just to kind of like these writing exercises that we're talking about, but finding ways that we can kind of affirm identities in kind of an ecological or a systematic way that we can continue to affirm identities through teachers learning more about identity development, and also parents as well, and making sure that we can continue to find ways to bolster and support identity exploration and development for these kiddos. I think is where I'd like to see it to go beyond just these little exercises that we're doing right now with them, but to really kind of infuse it in the daily life and experiences. I think from the research that we're doing now, it's very clear to us that identities aren't just kind of incidental in the well-being of teenagers. It's one of the main drivers and engines of resilience for our teens. Mm-hmm. And so we need to find ways to kind of infuse it more broadly and systemically, I think, to help promote well-being for kiddos.
So I think one thing I've heard you talk about a little bit is kind of the end of third spaces or mm-hmm. So having places that people go to connect with other people, that's different than it used to be. Yeah. So what can people do, or what can adults do to facilitate third spaces for young people?
Yeah, absolutely. And
I guess explain what a third space
is,
because readers might not, or listeners might not
know here. But third spaces are really great places that people in the before times, I said that in the context of social media in particular, where people could kind of gather and be in, and they could be things just like, coffee shops, they could be libraries, they could be any kind of community space, really, where there's actual physical space where people could come together around a shared experience. So that's what a third space is. And we've seen increasingly as time's gone on, especially since the early aughts, that these spaces are disappearing in terms of physical community. And so where I can say that these have gone and are going are online. And so making sure that we can find community in online spaces is a good way to be able to do that. But there are still some community spaces out there that are dedicated towards and special certain kinds of identities that we have. So for example, I work with a couple of different community organizations that have physical spaces where LGBTQ youth can go and be with their community and have, camaraderie, do different kinds of activities, events. And so I think it just takes a little bit more intentionality, a little bit more effort to look for these spaces. But it's important for us to be able to gather on these, shared identities that we have to find community and camaraderie. If we can do it in person, that's great. But if not, then we can start to look to those online spaces as well to find some ways to be able to connect with each other in that way. Yeah.
Wonderful. So for listeners who may want to read more on this topic, do you have any book recommendations?
Yeah, I do. I have a book recommendation, a really good book that I've read. It's called The Lies That Bind. It's Rethinking Identity. It's by Kwame Apai. It's a really great book that talks about the different kinds of identities that we have, and the ways that they kind of can shape or color our worldview and experiences, and especially the intersections of these identities and the ways that they kind of, these different lenses of these identities that we have that can start to overlap.
So the Venn diagram of a whole bunch of different circles.
Of our identities to then create a unique worldview and social position to color how we perceive and understand the world. And I think he does a great job of explaining that. Yeah.
All right. Well, Adam, thank you so much for sharing your time and your vision. You have been listening to Research Matters from Cornell University. If you'd like to learn more about Dr. Hoffman's work, you can check the Cornell Psychology or Human Ecology websites. I'm Laura Riley. If you like this episode, subscribe wherever you get your podcasts and share it with a friend who loves facts as much as you do. Thanks for listening, and until next time, take care of yourselves and each other.